every parent dreads, explaining the birds and the bees. And can it be tempting? It can be tempting to handle it a little bit like, well, you know, this.
Where do babies come from?
Where do you think they come from?
Well, I think a stork, he drops it down, and then a hole goes in your body, and there's blood everywhere coming out of your head, and then you push your belly button, and then your butt falls off, and then you hold your butt, and you have to dig, and you find a little baby.
That's exactly right.
I thought so.
That's how I've been doing it for years.
Experts are warning, though, that parents aren't doing enough to equip their kids with the right information. So when is the right time to have the talk, and what exactly do you say to them? Author and mum Dilvin Yasa joins us now. Dilvin, first of all, how early are kids becoming sexually active?
It's not as bad as we think. So first-time sexual intercourse is 16, but the problem that we're seeing is that the way they view sexual activity is very different. So they think oral sex or heavy petting is not sexual activity, and they engage in those from 13 to 14.
Okay.
That's a problem.
So with that in mind, when is a good time to have, you know, the talk?
Oh,
you know?
you need to get in there very quickly. You know, we don't
Like
want to crush their
preteens?
spirits. No, we're talking toddlers. 2, 3-year-olds are picking up messages now. You know, they're seeing it from the media and their friends, and that's laying the foundations for their sexual
Their friends, what,
development.
at a creche?
They pick it up from older siblings.
Oh, right.
So what's happening as parents, we need to jump in very quickly and also, you know, override those messages while we still enjoy power over them.
So there are reports that, you know, kids are also finding out about the birds and the bees from magazines and I suppose things they see on television.
This show.
Yep.
Mornings.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, you know, what can you do as a parent to kind of intercept all of that?
Well, okay, first of all, yeah, you do need to have the chat, but what's happening is, yeah, our kids are getting their information from the internet, over 50%. Now, I don't want my child learning anything from Edward Penis Hands. No one does. That's what's happening, and it's frightening. You need to talk to them straight off the bat.
So, look, how am I going to broach this, and do I broach it differently with girls and boys, or just the same way?
It's the same, it's
just
the same.
Be honest?
You've got to be honest, but also, I think with boys, we've got a duty of care to teach them to respect women and their decisions.
Totally.
But also, boys are falling through the net. We're giving our girls sex education, but the boys, we think they'll learn from their friends or they'll learn it from the internet, and that's really frightening. And dads should get involved too, because often it's left to the mums, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, how unusual.
Absolutely. Look, this is... it's very enlightening.
It is.
Yes.
And honesty, best policy?
It is.
In terms of educating your kids?
Yep, you've got to teach your kids that, you know, there are some messed up people and messed up situations out there, and that's life. But also, you know, you don't want them to be so naive that they're intimidated into doing things they don't want to do. So it's about teaching them street smarts.
Yeah.
You know? You've got to be honest.
All right, thanks, Dilvin.
Thank you.
My whole thing's just made me very anxious. And now, here's a vet.
Well, if you're a parent of young children